Hey butterflies, welcome back to Evolving Butterfly with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose. I want to thank you all for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes here on the channel. It's always appreciated. And a major shout out to all of my channel members and my patrons over on Patreon. Thank you for your support. It's always appreciated, you all. So we are here with another message. Unfortunately, it's with the passing of Stephen Twitch Boss. As many of us know, so if you clicked on this video, then you most likely know who he is, okay? We just got the news of him no longer being here with us due to a self-inflicted wound. It's interesting because when I first heard about it this morning, I automatically felt like, okay, Spirit, I feel like I'm supposed to talk to this. But then as the day went on a little further, I was just like, no, I don't want to go into it. And so I went to my dowsing rods. And my dowsing rods, I mean, he screamed at me and said, yes, he wants me to go into his energy. And as soon as I got that yes, y'all, I got so fucking emotional. I immediately got so emotional. My chest started getting heavy. I started feeling lonely. I started feeling like I was questioning myself. I started questioning my purpose. My head was just like, it was weird. It was a really weird energy. And it was so interesting because I was just recently, received a message where it was like, I need to up my protection and cleansing as I've been, finally going deeper into different ancestor messages. And this one is definitely a heavy one, you all. And I feel like it's going to be heavy for a lot of people who listens to this. So I do want to say, if you are having any feelings or any thoughts of harming yourself, please contact the hotline down below. Please. All right. I should have brought some tissue or something over here because I used my hands and my hands had lotion on it. So it made my eyes burn. You got the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Cups in the reverse. He was a very submissive man. And then Three of Wands, yeah, it was exactly what I've been feeling. He was a very submissive man, okay? His wife was very supportive, but she was actually she carried more masculine energy than him. He's kind of wandered through life like that, though. He's had dominant women in his life a lot. And his sense of purpose and like the path that he followed, it was actually created by his relationship with the women in his life. It's like at a young age, he learned that if he could make people, not uncomfortable, if he could make people comfortable, and he learned that he can make people comfortable through laughing, through jokes, and like entertainment, something happened. Oh gosh, and I knew this was gonna happen. So we knew the pandemic messed with a lot of people's money, it messed with mine. you know. And it messed with his too. He had to find new ways to entertain and be a certain way, but he was kind of stuck in a place with the Prince of Swords and the Princess of Disc in the reverse. It's giving the sense of it was just too much going on around him on like the way his income was being brought in. Like it was a lot to manage for him or to even think about, of the different streams and how they were coming in and from what angle. And he wasn't being paid as much as people like thought. Yeah, strength in the reverse. He was very fragile. Five of Swords. He has some abandonment issues in him as well. But he was fragile in thought and how he viewed things. He always viewed things from a perspective of like, okay, what am I doing wrong, or how can I do this better? Yeah, Six of Disc in the reverse. Something stopped or something dried up financially for him as well. And it was becoming a lot like paying out and doing certain things. And as I said, he was more of a feminine. I'm getting more of a feminine type. He lived in his feminine a little bit more. And with that, it's like he didn't really fit the standard, I guess you could say, of what people would say a man is, right? And it's crazy because before I started this reading, when I was looking at my teas on which one I was going to make, I decided my spirit wanted to make my divine masculinity tea. And I usually always drink my divine femininity tea before readings, but our spirit drew me to my divine masculine. And it makes me think, as we think about him, he was having a hard time identifying his masculine. His masculine had been violated. He was hearing voices in his head. He had a second life. What happened the day that he was found? What happened? He just needed peace. He needed calming. He needed to relax. Four of Swords. Well, Four of Knives. He needed to relax. He needed to get away. It was too much sound. Something was bothering him. I don't know why I'm also getting the vibe that he met up with someone. Spirit, what happened that day? What happened that day, Spirit? Yep. What happened that day is that the voices in his head won with the Six of Sticks and the Nine of Knives. And that's what I thought when I saw the Six of Sticks. But I was like, wait, I don't know. It could be something different, okay? It could have been, you know, I was getting the vibe of someone else, him meeting up with someone else, okay? And I didn't know if it meant like, you know, but with this Four of Knives and then the Six of Sticks and then the Nine of Knives, it wasn't someone else. He was meeting up. It was the voices in his head that he was meeting up with. Voices in my head saying I can do better. Voices in my head saying that I knew better. He had recently made a mistake or something. It was something with him recently, like any small mistake or anything really threw him into like a frenzy. Spirit, what happened that day? He didn't get something that he thought that he wanted or something that he thought that he would get with this Four of Coins coming out. He didn't have money for something. Something was bothering him financially. You have the Ace of Baskets that's coming out as well about what his next steps were, what next steps were business. He was kind of getting tired of like everything going in so many directions. 5 of Sticks, he was having a hard time trusting. He had recently got into a fight with someone or like a disagreement with someone. He had recently got into a disagreement. About the next direction, about something with work or business. And he was kind of getting tired of portraying a certain something and wanted to do something different. You have the Son of Baskets. Yeah, he was tired of portraying a certain image. He felt like his life wasn't the life that he was living. Like, he felt like he was just a character in a game in a way, is what I'm getting with the Son of Baskets coming out. Of him not fully knowing himself, and then also the voice in his head that was in his head from since he was a child. They were getting to him. I'm hearing you're a fuck up. You're never going to be good. You can't do this. Even though he did have people who wanted to see him do better, though. You know, sometimes them demons they're powerful. And this 9 of Knives is the demons. Like, that's the demon. Getting little brother vibes. So I don't know why looking at this card makes me think about my little brother when he was younger. He was bad as fuck. He a Gemini. You have the 8 of Coins that's coming out. Yeah, it's something about planning for the future, money planning, future planning for something, preparing, balancing the books. Like, he was tired of that shit. And honestly, he kind of felt like him passing away would create more opportunities for his wife. He saw it as a business move. The voices in his head was saying literally, they're better off without you. She can profit. Like, I'm getting that. I don't know if his wife was more of the, you know, let's be in the spotlight, let's be this type of vibe. That's what I'm getting from this energy, that like that wasn't really his vibe. He was more of a low-key type of person. And so in his head, he felt like business-wise, thinking about a business person, his wife could benefit more with his passing. Whew, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm gonna pull another spread. Oh, Twitch. You know what stood out to me, just with this name always in general, is just the fact of how it's spelled and how the W is capitalized, like it's saying witch in there, right? An alchemist is like, he's always seen things from most, like, he wasn't nurtured as a child with his connection to the spiritual side. And the voices in his head started to come when that nurturing wasn't happening. And it makes me think about, like, I've always said, I feel like some people who are seen as being psychotic are legit people who are like gifted as fuck, but they just got lost in the matrix some kind of way. You got the 9 of Baskets, the 7 of Knives, and then the 7 of Baskets. Oh, okay. Let's look at this real quick. I'm hearing Anita Baker, No More Tears. I'm gonna miss you. I'm about to pull up the lyrics. and there will be no more tears for you. There's gonna be no more cry. Okay, so it says, because the fact that song randomly channeled in my head, shout out to TT Anita, and because the 7 of Knives and the 7 of Baskets, it made me think of an illusion, like us being lied to in some kind of way. And it makes me think about, 9 of Baskets, that's an illusion of abundance. That's like something that's manifesting and creating. Somebody was good at keeping up illusions in some form of way, okay, with the 7 of Knives, and there's a lot of tricking going on. So let me read this. The time is 6:46 on the time. That's a butterfly effect. So I'm going to pull out a butterfly effect card after this, okay? But you have, we used to laugh. Now, we used to laugh. Now all I do is cry. You used to make me happy. Now you don't even try. You're hurting me. You're doing me wrong. I can see it in your eyes. Soon you're going to be gone. And I know I'm going to miss you. My love, I will stand with you because I've been down too long and you keep doing me wrong. And there will be no more tears for you. Gonna be no more crying now. Gonna be no more tears for you. See, my eyes have run dry and there's no more tears. His wife knew that he was battling. And no more saddened eyes from crying from that night. Gonna gather up my feelings and lock them all inside. So when you say you're leaving and you walk out my door, I'll say to myself, you cannot hurt me anymore. There's an illusion of a relationship that was going on that was not truly happening. I'm not even going to say that. No, don't do that, Monica. Don't do that. We got the 3 of Coins, the Garden, and then the Daughter of Sticks. Someone was loyal to the commitment of things, but someone that was like a witch energy. Like, this is like going to the witch doctor to do some shit. And then the fact that his name had the word witch in it with a capital W, okay? He felt like he was, you got the Garden with the World and then the Daughter of the Sticks coming out, okay? The Daughter of Sticks is like the Page of Batons, okay? The Page of Wands. And the Garden is the World card, okay? And so on this card, she's watering the garden, okay? Herbal energy. I'm hearing herbal magic type of stuff. Herbal medicine. Spirit, clarify this Garden and Daughter of Sticks together for me. Yeah, 5 of Knives. Something was not as it seemed or it appeared. Something was grown. Something was cultivated of what looked good, of what felt good, and someone felt like they couldn't get out of it. Something was too strong to get out of it. Yeah, 5 of Sticks coming out in the reverse, and then the 7 of Sticks coming out, okay? The 7 of Sticks is like warding off all this shit. It was just like, it was just becoming too much, and he wasn't feeling like he was living in his personal truth anymore. Did he really do it to himself? Spirit, 1 card, please, upright. Yeah, Magician. He was going to be the 1818 was on the time. He's going to be the master of his fate and the captain of his soul. He felt like he was taking control, finally, of his life. A lot of his life, he felt like he didn't have control over. He felt like a lot of things happened to him in his life. A lot, like I said, he had more dominant women around him. They weren't even aligned. Ooh, I don't want to get into their marriage. I'm not going to do that because she's grieving and I'm not going to do that. Yeah, you got relationship change that's coming out. Domestic harmony in the reverse. And self-love in the reverse. Effort in the reverse. Somebody gave up on a relationship a long time ago and it was not a happy home for real. The fact that all those cards came out connecting to each other, like they weren't even having sex. What do you have to say, Twitch? Warrior of Swords and the Wisdom. Oh, go to motherfucking therapy. The Warrior of Swords with the Tahuti. Go to therapy, quick, fast, and hurry. If you've been feeling like lost or feeling like you don't understand certain things or things aren't working out for you, you need to be going to therapy and like getting shit under wraps. You know what I'm saying? You need to get some things under wraps. Because the Tahuti is a wisdom card and Warrior of Swords is the fast moving ass knight, okay? It's giving the vibe of getting with a professional or someone who you can work through certain things with, you know, when you're having those moments. Calling a hotline. They be free, y'all. You ain't got to have money. There's hotlines of people you can talk to. And I'm going to have all of them down below in the comments, okay? Like, you have support. You just got to be with your tribe. You got to be with your people. You may have not found them yet. But it can happen, and it will. Queen of Scepters. Yeah, with the Mother of Knives, that's wisdom. I'm hearing listen to your mother. He felt like he didn't listen to his mama in some kind of way, and he wishes that he did. Whatever that means is what it means. Him and his mom knows what it means. I mean, I know what Spirit told me, but I'm not saying it. I'm not. Not publicly. You got the Eight of Sticks. With the Ten of Knives, yeah, I was getting a little bit, not schizophrenia, but like constant mood swings. Drinking. But not like all the time, though. It's like it'll be a binge. And it'll be hidden. Like, it don't be around those that's closest. It'll be like a binge away from people. You got the Lovers and then the Nine of Sticks that's coming out. Protect your marriage. Protect your love. Whatever you do, protect that shit. Keep it prayed up. Because look at this Nine of Sticks. It's hard work also. Because it's like giving defensive energy in a relationship. She got the gun and the Bible, okay? She trying to block out every goddamn thing that may come her way. So this is giving me a vibe of like, protect it. Protect your energy. But make sure whatever you go into love-wise that you don't got to feel defensive. Like, you need to be able to be yourself and grow. Whatever you do, you need to be able to be yourself and grow. But the thing is that he was happy with the life that was able to be, what he was able to create, though. She had to deal with a lot of his mental health things a lot, okay? And it made me think about, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of reasons why me and a lot of Black men have not worked out has become their inability to really pay attention to their mental health and work through their mental health and like really see what's going on, you know? And oftentimes they always like to say, oh, we gonna go to the white women. They gonna care for us. They gonna be, you know what I'm saying? They gonna do X, Y, and Z. This is giving one of those vibes with the Father of Coins in reverse and the Moon card coming out. She had to do a lot of caring for him. She put up with a lot with him. But then his mental health energy, you know, and he knows that now, which is why he feels like it's better with him being gone now, because she doesn't have to worry about taking care of him and, you know, doing all of that. And it makes me think about how, like, I don't know. It's like we shouldn't want to put our burdens on other people. Like, we should see professional, because we all got our own shit, right? And people got to want the help. Like, they got to want to do the process, do the program. And so I guess in my head, it's like, in his head, he was just like, is it really a bad thing to do this to yourself? Like, none of this stuff is working. That is not making sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And so he was in a place where he was just like, is this really a bad thing, or is this really the best thing? You know, his perspective of it was very different. I'm like, how did she find out where he was at the hotel? 6 of baskets and 5 of coins. Cuts the price range. Searching around for his name. Tracking. Because she said his car was at the house. You got the Justice card. Police also helped a lot because of who he was. Three of Knives. I asked how he got to the... Was he drinking? Cab. It's like he had to move really fast to get there, like to get to the hotel. Because I'm asking, how did he get there? And for some reason, it's not coming to me. It's saying fast movement. So I don't know if a sense of he don't remember how he got there. Because I did see the Three of Knives, which typically in this deck, it means like really heartbroken and like drunk, you know, at a grave energy, at a grave site. Yeah, railroad bill with the chariot in reverse. He didn't drive. Somebody else drove him. Because the car is in the reverse. The train is in reverse. So, yeah, he got a ride, but from someone that it wasn't like someone that he knew. I mean, it was someone who was like their job. So, yeah, that's why it's not really coming out, because he didn't know the motherfucker. Like, yeah, he didn't know them. This was heavy, you know. And I definitely offer condolences to everyone who is currently grieving right now. This is heavy, because I felt it as soon as I got permission to go into his energy, it got heavy. We gotta take care of our mental health, y'all. I know we say this all the time, but like, stop using these different substances and stuff to cope. You know, be your authentic self. And we gotta allow people to be their authentic selves in our space. And We got to allow ourselves to be vulnerable in people's spaces, you know, because you can have someone who's there willing to help you, but you're pushing them away, you know. It's crazy sometimes, but Stephen, ooh, we'll be back. We will be back with another one. And as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do, period. I love y'all and I'll see you later, okay? Bye.
Since I was a little girl, I'd sit in the kitchen with my grandma as she mixed together different herbs and spices from her garden to help either me or someone else with some kind of ailment. I was always in such amazement to see how quick it worked. Fast forward to now, I stopped taking medication over 5 years ago and committed to a clean, healthier lifestyle that I'm ready to introduce others to. Are you ready to check your energy and heal from the inside out? Energy Tea is an organic herbal tea company that is dedicated to balancing and healing the divine feminine and masculine spiritual, physical, and intimate health through all natural tea products. With our teas, you can guarantee a boost in health and confidence. We have teas that help increase intuition, mood stabilizers, masculine sexual health and energy, your fertility, daily immune system boosters, female menstruation, pH balancing, pain relief, detox, and bedtime tea, to name a few of the benefits. We also create custom blends for customers as well. So, are you ready to check your energy? If so, visit www.energytea.com.